Hi everyone. So this is a quick overview to show you how to schedule a conference. It's part of our work for this first week of class. So I wanted to show you how to do that. So first thing I'm going to do is just click on the assignment itself. And you'll notice that in this assignment, it has an overview of what conferences are. So 3 times per semester, you're going to meet with me for a quick one-on-one where we talk about whichever project or essay you're currently working on. So it can be a little bit confusing when you see 2 different assignments for the conference, so I just wanted to go over that. So the first thing that you'll see at the beginning of each unit is an assignment like this that says schedule this unit's conference. So the first step in that process is going to be using this Calendly link to schedule your first conference with me. But you can't just schedule it at any time that you want. You have to schedule it specifically on the conference day that I have provided. The reason we do that is because you'll have turned in your essay or project draft by that particular day. So that way we have a draft that we can talk about. So in this case, our first conferences are happening on Wednesday, February 11th between 9 and 1. So sometime in that time frame that works for you, you'll schedule just a quick 10-minute conference with me using this Calendly link. So let's open up Calendly and see what that looks like. So you'll notice that you see all of these different times and days that I'm available. So you'll have to go over to the assigned day that you have, right? So for Unit 1 conferences, those are happening on February 11th. So I'm going to click that, and then it's going to show me the different times that are available for me, right? Since I haven't opened this yet, everything's available. So definitely schedule early so that you can get a time that works for you. So you'll click on a time. Let's say I wanted to do 9 a.m. And then it's going to ask you for a bunch of information. So you'll need to include your name, your email address. Remember that for these conferences, you have to click Zoom. So for regular office hours, you can choose to meet me in a couple of different ways. For conferences, you have to choose Zoom. So make sure that you select Zoom. And then it's going to ask you which class you're in and what you want to discuss in our meeting. And how you would like to meet. Again, make sure that you click Zoom, and then you'll click Schedule Event. So that's what you'll need to do for the scheduling part of scheduling a conference, right? So let's jump back over here. From there, once you have it scheduled, make sure that you put it into your calendar or your phone or whatever it might be so that you remember the time, because as you can see, we're scheduling these quite a ways in advance, right? Another thing to remember is to make sure that you use our class Zoom link, not the link that Calendly provides you. It gives you an individual link. I can't stop it from doing that, unfortunately. So I just remind everybody a lot to make sure that you're using our class Zoom link, not that link that Calendly provides. So the first step is just scheduling the conference. And then it'll ask you a little bit about what you did to schedule and so on. You get 4 points just for scheduling and for filling out this part of the assignment. So you'll just say I scheduled my conference for this day on this time, pretty easy stuff. And then you'll probably forget about it for the next few weeks until we get to the time where you are actually attending the conference. So when you attend your conference on the 11th at whatever time you scheduled, then you don't have to turn in anything, but I will assign you the other 4 points for attending the conference. So you get 4 points for scheduling, 4 points for showing up. And that's how conferences work. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and let me know. I'm happy to help.